Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. It's almost in a year that we started with the Indian Salon Congress and Indian Salon Awards. And the premise of putting together this show was a thought which came about 3 years back in the group wherein we had a community of people who were serving on franchising, and we said those businesses are growing. These were micro SME businesses. And as micro SMEs, we understood the difficulties which were faced in early stage of our career to look beyond and say what is the next growth, what is the possible growth that a micro SME can look at. And having spent about a decade in helping a lot of micro SMEs in starting up businesses and helping those businesses grow to a certain level wherein they became franchisors, we realized that they had already reached a point wherein they were struggling to be moving from a proprietary firms, if you understand, to small businesses to enterprises. And this gap between small businesses and enterprises was more often than not achieved in a lifetime. Because it's not about ambition, it's about overall vision change. When the person who is an entrepreneur or a progressive individual looks beyond himself and say, how can I grow beyond my permissible limits of exposure and caliber? And that was the foundation of a forum called Congress. And with that as a thought, we said, a few of those whom we were working with and we had worked with about a decade with were today struggling of next level of growth, which was not possible within the purview of their own business. And it needed an industry intervention wherein all of us collectively could see a vision which individually we were not able to. I don't know if I'm getting across, but that's really the premise of where the Congress was born. And we identified a few sectors. And we said, if we could, and a lot of representation from associations is there, we said if we could create a platform wherein these progressive entrepreneurs and individuals could meet and debate about the challenges which each one of them faces, and collectively we could get an answer for them. And with that thought, we created a forum on restaurant business, education business. Salon was one of them. Now, having thought that, we said, what could be the content and the context of this discussion? One could be to put together some thought leaders, and there could be followers of those thought leaders, and we could come and debate on what they already know. And second would be some in the business challenges that they were facing. So I'll give you an example. First of the forums were education, and everybody said it's a government forum. Government people should come, and they should be individuals and principals who should come and debate about the curriculum and social cause about education. And we said, no, that's not interesting. Let's talk about finance in education. And I can tell you very honestly, it was a big challenge. Before I started, I was all about to close that Congress, because everybody said, in a business forum which talks about commerce, education cannot be discussed. So most of the people backed out. And with this, this is next month, I'm doing the third year, and pretty much entire government is with us when we are doing this commerce show on education next month. Similar was the case when I did the Salon Congress last year. And I went to a lot of people, and everybody said, hey, you need a lot of technical sessions. And I said, I'm not a forum of technical sessions. And they said, why do you think this beautician or a makeup artist or a stylist would come to your show? I said, but I'm not doing a show for a stylist or a makeup artist. I'm doing a show for a business person who wants to invest and grow in a beauty business. And when we looked at award side of the business, this was on the content side of the business, and we said we want to evaluate salons and spas which are progressive in their business plan, right from the vision to execution. To be very honest, till last month, there was a lot of reservation. And a lot of people said, you're doing something which is unprecedented in this country. But the fact that we had a packed show during the day, a lot of people spoke about the quality of audience and people who pretty much everybody was talking about multi-unit salons and multiple expansion, and some of them were talking about international expansion, speaks for itself. In all, I am talking about 40,000 salons with an investment of anywhere ranging between 25 lakhs to 50 lakh rupees, depending on the quality of salon that you put in. It's a big math for me to do, but I can put together a number which we can make everybody feel excited for another couple of decades. That's the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, we all have in this room. It's just that we need to set our vision to say, how much is my pie out of it? And honestly, there's nobody, and I can tell you with a certain assurance, beyond this audience in the room who has this opportunity. The foundation of awards, like I said, was laid last year. We were struggling. We were trying to convince people that this is an award of repute. Like Kavya said, the most prestigious award was the foundation of this award. And we did some juggle in terms of inviting people to evaluate, because E&Y had laid the guidelines of this award, Ernst & Young. And they said it cannot be an open award. It's about 1 million salons you want to evaluate. If you want to be fair, let people nominate, and then you give an award to people. So it wasn't an award which probably many of the other forums are doing. So we had to convince people to nominate, and then we did a consumer survey, which was both online and mystery shopping. And we came out with the results. This year, while last year was a struggle, and I'm admitting to the fact, this year I have had numerous calls from some of my friends in the industry who said that whatever it takes, I need to be in these awards. In 1 year, we've changed the dynamics, and we had 500 plus nominations. And what it speaks about is not about awards, ladies and gentlemen. What it speaks about is 500 progressive people out there who felt this award can bring about a change in their business. And that's most important. If we believe in something, we feel that it will all happen. And nobody, and I'm saying it in front of Javed, that alone he cannot lead this. Alone Mr. Kumaraveli cannot lead this. We all need to lead it together. We're a very, very small company in terms of bringing about all of you together. You guys are the visionaries. We're just an enabler. But I think with all of us put together some best practices in the business, no matter it might look a little long term to sort of make it happen in terms of economics, but I think there's enough investment, and I can tell you very honestly, most of the forums I do, most of the awards I do, when somebody wins an award, he pretty much secures investment for his business. So that's the reputation which we've achieved in other industries. I think in the industry, your industry is round the corner that is looking at huge investments, and I wish all the luck to people who are really gearing for this. Finally, it's about Franchise India. We're about 500 people company spread across 16 offices and about 50 associate offices across 60 cities. With this, we make a connect with about 360 cities through various medias that we run, about 90 shows of the kind that we are running today. I'm running another parallel show in Chandigarh as well, when people are buying and selling businesses. So as an organization, we are dedicated to the subject of MSME, and I can proudly say, after government, and with due regard, they do a good job in terms of helping a lot of SMEs. Franchise India is the only organized body which does that kind of work for an SME community. We've got about 1 million people we help. We sell about 4 franchisees every day. In alone beauty sector, we would have helped about 25 salons like you to dream big, build a larger business, and many of them we see doing very well. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your evening, and in advance, best of luck for the awards, and congratulations to those who win. Thank you.